Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chat. Long overdue, man. Long overdue. Chat. Today we are streaming the greatest metaverse game, in my personal opinion, that's out right now, chat. It's called Upland, man. Upland, chat. It's a metaverse property trading game, but chat, it got so much more stuff in it. This is a chat. I'm not getting paid for this stream. All right, them boys did not send me no funds for this. I'm doing this out of the love of the game, y'all boys. So today, man, I'm gonna just go over a little bit of things, that why I like the game, why I play the game, and why I think this game is the greatest metaverse game out right now. And chat, why I drop funds in the game, cause I ain't gonna lie, chat, I drop a lot of funds in this game, but it's only because chat, I really truly believe that this game can go to such high levels, and chat, it's based on the blockchain, chat. It's based off of crypto. You get what I'm saying? I'm a crypto enthusiast, chat. They got their own crypto token, all that goodness and stuff like that, chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it, y'all boys. So first things first, chat. The game called Upland. I'm gonna try to break this down. I don't have no notes or nothing. I'm gonna just go off of based off what I know and what I do in this game. So basically, let's start things off slow, man. So this game, basically, they drop a whole bunch of cities. As y'all can see, this is my character right here, right? So boom, this is what they call a little block explorer and everything. So this is what you use. Basically, it's like your in-game little character that just like roams around the cities and whatnot. And basically, like when new cities drop, your block explorer got to be in a certain vicinity in order to mint certain properties and whatnot. But as y'all can see, I got a nice little Roman helmet and I got a nice little background and everything, chat. Basically, almost anything you get in this game is sort of like an NFT. So all the block explorers I got, all them block explorers are NFTs, and all them things can be sold in what do they call Metaventures, which is basically like shops created by other users and whatnot. So they got a whole bunch of cosmetics and stuff that you can unlock through seasons. They got like battle pass type stuff, to where it's like kind of like 2K, like the little season pass, like a little 40 days, 45 days, um, and basically you can get different type of cosmetics, different type of block explorers throughout each season. So like this one, the Roman one with the Roman helmet, they dropped this one. They dropped Rome. What was that? About a month ago, chat. They dropped Rome, but right now we in Madrid because they just dropped Madrid, chat. So I'm super stoked about Madrid. And also one thing about Madrid, chat. So every time they drop a new release, well, I'm pretty sure it's every time. Well, the last two times, right? They have like a little package. Basically, it's like, all right, so boom, if you buy this deluxe package, you'll get two high end properties, and you got a chance of getting like a historical landmark. Chat, I had a 0.5%, less than 1% chance of getting one of these landmarks out of that drop. And chat, I got the one of the most iconic properties there are out here in Madrid. So it's in the Sol neighborhood. I don't know if y'all know much about Spain and whatnot, but as you can see, these are the neighborhoods that they have dropped right now. And once they drop one neighborhood, chat, it's not like it's like, oh, we're only gonna keep it at this neighborhood. They also do like expansions and whatnot. So it's like later on down the road, they already confirmed that they will be expanding this the city of Madrid and whatnot. But let me go ahead and get into it. So down here in Seoul, right? Hold on, let me get this over a little bit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dollars in the chat. Daniel Berry Sports in the chat. I ain't have my chat up. I can see y'all boys now. Yes, sir, man. We locked in. We locked in. It's gonna be not a long, maybe not too long, but I'm gonna be yapping a lot about this game today. So as you can see, right? So this is the little map of Madrid, what they have released. Everything in these little black lines. These are all areas where there's properties to be minted. Minted just means it's like you're buying it for face value at like the default retail price, essentially. So it's kind of like a little monopoly type of thing too, because what they have them called collections. So it's basically like, oh, own two boardwalk properties, stuff like that, right? So for example, for Rome, or not Rome, Madrid, they got a couple ones. They just released them. They release every Thursday. They release a new collection when a new city drops. That way, people can still keep minting and whatnot in like other areas to see if to basically like fill out the area, mint out the area, and then it's like, all right, we'll drop and say like, all right, this is a release or whatnot. So or a collection. So for example, they got different rarities of collections and whatnot. So like Sleepless Madrid, own 3 Sleepless Madrid properties that's curated by the Upland team. This is a list of fine notches. So these are kind of like random properties like that. Basically, like you really got to get lucky for these ones, like because like you really don't know like exactly which collection is gonna be which. But me being with ChatGPT a little bit, I talked to ChatGPT. I'm like, yo, all right, these are the neighborhoods they're dropping. What do y'all think? Which out of all these neighborhoods, which neighborhood do you think will be a collection and whatnot? So they definitely had Seoul and Palacio as number 1, chat. So of course you know how to tap in. But so yeah, let me go ahead and show y'all this landmark that I got right here. So these are all like real properties in real life, right? So I don't know if y'all know much about Spain, but Casa de la Panaderia, I don't know if I'm even saying that right. Chat, I did a little bit of research on it. So like this is one of the craziest ones you could get. Basically it was like an old like bakery or something like that, and now it's like super iconic and whatnot. But anyway, you can click on each and every property, chat, and then you can look at the street view. So since this is like a crazy landmark, chat, this is actually like a 4-story building. You can look inside. Like this is actually like really beautiful, chat. Honestly, like if you could look up, you could see what it looks like in real life and whatnot. See, it's like I guess like now they use it for like some, it's like a huge tourist spot and whatnot. So like over here you can see like this is kind of like, or a tourist spot, and like they use it for like big events, parties, stuff like that. But anyway, you can see the inside, chat, and then if you look outside, you could turn around, you could see it is like, it looks like royalty for real. But with this one, since like I was saying, it was a couple stories. You can click on, you can look at the different stories and whatnot. This is like I said, this is real life photos of what it looks like in real life. This is like level 1, all that goodness and everything. But anyway, chat, right now, so with like certain landmarks that are like super big, like this one, I'll be able to build like a special structure, basically like the landmark itself, once it's able to be built. So as you can see, I click on manage right here, build. It says property development will soon be available for this property. So with that being said, chat, that means like, all right, they still probably figuring out how to put together the landmark and everything so I can start building on it. But when you build stuff in this game, chat, anytime you want to build something, you use the crypto that they got in this game. It's called Sparklet, right? So as you can see right here, like this person right here, they got a building in construction, right? This looks like the little tapas house. It's like a little bar and whatnot. All right, so let's go ahead and click on. This is not my property. So any property that's like dark blue like this, that means I own it, right? So in the light blue, that means somebody else owns it. And like these dark greens, that means they're up for sale, chat. And like when they're up for sale, chat, you can list it for the in-game currency, which is called UPIX, right? So it's up here. UPIX, so like right now I got 31,900. It's not 31,000 USD. It's 31,000 UPIX. But that's equivalent roughly, chat, to $30 in real life. So as you can see, like you got the little store. See 100,000 UPIX, $99, 400,000, $400 and stuff like that. Like you can see, chat, they got an option to buy 25 million UPIX, which is $25,000. Like that's literally an option on here, chat. So like that's way out of my pay grade, chat. Like way out of my budget and whatnot. Like I'm not about to drop 25,000 on the game and whatnot. But chat, there's different ways to make money. So as like I was saying, with these properties, once you buy them and stuff, you could actually sell them for USD. So as you can see, look, this guy right here, Hubo, he's selling this property for $90 USD, chat. So a lot of these people, what they do is, chat, so they'll buy these properties with the in-game currency and then sell it for USD, and it'll kind of be like a little their own business. You get what I'm saying? Like they could flip stuff, buy it from UPIX, and then sell it for USD. And like the thing about this game is, chat, you're really just building a whole empire. You're building an empire in this game. And like that's not the only thing they got, but it's like when you build an empire, chat. So let me go ahead and show y'all real quick. So properties, I have, how many properties do I have? Hold up. Click right here, chat. I got a total of 193 properties. That's kind of a lot, chat. It's not too many. Like there's obviously people in here that got like thousands of properties and whatnot, tens of thousands and stuff too. But like, chat, my strategy, chat. I like to buy big properties. One that gives me a nice monthly yield. So the monthly yield, I'll get into that to a second, and then two properties, chat, that are larger, so I could build structures on. Because when you build structures, chat, they it attracts what they call uppies. Uppies isn't in the game yet, chat. It's supposed to release this season within the next 3 weeks, chat. Or I believe it's residents coming first and then uppies. I'm not sure which one it is, chat. But basically, they're coming soon. It's basically like citizens of the game, right? And it's like, I'm not gonna get into too much depth, but the way I'm thinking of it right now, chat, is kind of gonna be like a Pokemon type of deal. So it's like they got like these different type of uppies and everything with different characters. Let me see if I can show y'all a quick little overview real quick on what uppies are, because they got all the information, news stuff on the game, so you could look at it. So let's see. Let's find one where they talk about uppies. First, look at uppie progression and gameplay. Let's look at this real quick. So basically, like I said, they're kind of like little Pokemon characters, right? So let's get this out of my face. So they got all different types of levels of these uppies that they're gonna drop. Like I said, this isn't in the game yet, Chad. This is what everybody's like yearning for. It's like, all right, once this comes, they feel like this is gonna like break out the game. And I think it's gonna create a lot of new people joining the game as well, Chad. But they have different levels of these uppies. So basically, you got level 1, like a newborn kid and whatnot. Level 2, toddler, child, teen, adult, and then IPU. So basically, you can upgrade these uppies, right? You can merge them together. Like, say you got 2 level 1s, you can merge them together, and now you got a level 2. You merge 2 level 2s together, now you got a level 3. So on and so on, all the way up to level 10, chat. You get 2 level 10 uppies, you merge them together, now you got what they call an IPU, an iconic parody uppie. Extremely rare, obtainable by merging 2 level 10 uppies and everything. So like I said, chat, this is something that's about to be in the game within the next month. And like with these uppies and everything, chat, you can employ these uppies. Like with those structures that I was talking about, you can actually employ them on the structure that you built. And chat, they drop structures every single week. Every single week. They got a boatload of structures, chat. So I can go ahead and they actually do have a little server structures right here. They got all the list of all the structures that you can build, and most of them, chat, like some, or not, I wouldn't say most of them are the ones I could build, but there are a few, chat, that I missed out on just because like I didn't. One, like the police headquarters. Hold on, let me show you real quick. Where is it at? Police headquarters, chat. So the police headquarters in the elementary school, those were like a part of the first release, and like you had to be a certain level in the game in order to buy those, which is executive or chief executive. So as you can see right here, they got the whole list of statuses, right? So when you first join the game and whatnot, you're gonna be a visitor until you actually like put I don't even think you really got to put that much money. You can put like $5 in it, but if you use my referral code, you get double whatever you first put in, up to $50 worth. So like up to $50,000 worth. But chat, so as you can see, so Uplander, right? You got your different perks at each level. So you get true ownership, like everything you buy and everything, it's actually yours and whatnot. The pro, I think that's once you get to at least like 100,000 like net worth and everything. So that's pro. And then director, chat, that's when you get to like at least 1 million. 1 million upix with all your properties, or like if you got standby upix sitting on the side and whatnot. So that's 1 million all the way up to 10. So 10 million, chat, is once you hit that executive status, chat. And then also each time you level up, chat, they do gift you with some sparklet. And like I was saying, the sparklet is basically what drives this game, because without sparklet, chat, you can't build anything necessarily. Now, there are different ways you can get around that, chat, because, all right, so say you get in the game, right? You want to build some stuff. A new server structure drop, you want to build some stuff, and it's like, all right, well, I don't got the sparklet to build it. Or maybe you just got the minimum sparklet, chat. But when you have like just minimum sparklet, let me go ahead and give y'all an example. If you just try to stake something at a minimum sparklet, you're not going to. Let me go to my Miami real quick. With something with a minimum sparklet, chat, it's gonna take dead ass years for it to build. So we're out here in Madrid right now, and you can actually like send. So like your block explorer, you can actually travel by plane and everything, and it actually takes real time. So like I just checked before I started streaming. For me to travel, I can show y'all real quick. For me to travel back to Miami, so Miami is like where I got most of my properties at. I got a lot over here in like regular Miami area. See, this is 19. So I got 23 in the regular Miami area. In the Miami Beach, I got like over like 50 properties over in Miami Beach area. Like this is where I'm trying to build my empire, right over here in Miami Beach. But all right, let me go ahead and show y'all an example of like a minimum spark. Like when you're trying to build something, chat. So like for example, so over here, this is one of my properties. I built already a lot of stuff. I got like 100,000 sparklet worth just because that's been over the years though, chat. It's taking time to me build up my sparklet balance how I could build things fast. But anyway, right now, as you can see, like these are all apartment buildings. All right. So with this apartment building right here, I believe I have the minimum spark staked on it right now. So let's see, build apartment building right here. Okay, this is not the minimum spark. All right, the other one, I just put 10,000 on that one, so that one's gonna take a little bit more time, or a little bit less time is what I meant to say. So this one has the minimum sparklet of 400, right? So 400 sparklet, that's probably worth. That's like, I think that's like $6 or $7 worth. I'm not really wasn't trying to do that. But anyway, as you can see, construction time, it says it takes 1,733 days and 7 hours to complete, chat. So if you think about it, sparklet really helps you speed that whole process up. Like I don't have all my sparklets being staked right now, but let me go ahead and give y'all an example. Let's say 100,000 sparklet. Okay, the max is 90,000. So 90,000 sparklet, right? I have 100,000, but it's all separated on different properties, like with the minimum and everything like that. But say I took all those other property or constructions off and put 90,000 on here, chat. It would take 7 days. 7 days for this build to be complete out. So like I was saying though, for the people that don't have sparklet, they have what they call like a sparklet rental. So like right now they're gonna put it into the game to where it's like officially on the game to where you can like rent out sparklet from other users. But right now, chat, they have like third-party apps. They're trusted third-party apps and everything. But basically, you spend your UPIX, and then those people, they'll go and build out your property for you. Because other people, you can build on other people's property. You get what I'm saying? So like this guy right here, this is I don't know who this is. I can click on it and see. Daniel Nava, right? So if I wanted to, chat, which I don't right now, I could go on here. So like his property, he probably got some minimum sparklet staked on this. It says it's going to take him 2,260 days, chat. That's years. That's multiple years for this to get completed. So right here it says contribute to construction. I can actually add, I don't have any available sparklet right now, but if I did add 50,000 sparklet on there, chat, you see what I'm saying? His construction would be done in 13 days. So like there's like I was saying, an app. It's called Upland. Damn. I can't even think of the name of it. I could get the name of it in a minute. I haven't used it yet because I got sparklet, so I've been just using my own spark to build. But chat, people do this. They'll use their in-game UPIX, their in-game currency, to pay these other users to put their sparklet on their build to hurry up and get it built out. But as you can see right here, chat, I got a few buildings built already over here. Let me try to zoom in a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better. This right here, chat, this is a superstore, right? Or not a superstore, a supermarket, not a supermarket, damn it. It's a, or maybe it is a supermarket, hold up. No, it's, what do they call it, chat? I'm having a brain fart right now. Oh, yeah, supermarket, chat. So this is a supermarket. So boom, like a little grocery store type shit, right? And then right over here, because a grocery store, who's not going to need a grocery store in the neighborhood? I got a little coffee shop, I got a little arcade built, and a couple of little small micro houses, and then four apartment buildings, and then I also got a little small townhouse and everything. And now each little like for example, living structures like these micro houses, this can hold like one resident in each. So one resident in each of these, but each apartment building can hold up to 8 residents. You get what I'm saying? So with 8 residents, chat, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 32, and that's 35 residents that can possibly live on this property right here, chat. So the fact that people are building out these homes, apartments, townhouses, they got luxury houses as well. Like, I got so this is on Ocean Drive, chat. I just got this property about a week ago. Fuck with us and then we tweak out. Anyway, so I bought this property over here, chat, on Ocean Drive, and I'm building like a luxury, basically like a little mansion. Not really a mansion. This is a luxury modern house. Like I'm pretty sure I got the minimum sparkler stake on here right here. But later down the road, chat, once I build out that first property with the other things already complete on there, I'm gonna knock all these other things out fast as hell. So this takes, if I leave it how it is, it's gonna take over, what's that? Close to 4 years, chat, for this to get built. Now, chat, when I first joined this game back in like 2021, like there are a few properties that I just did the minimum spark, and then like now, like just like a year or two ago, like they finally been completed. But that's when I wasn't like buying Sparklet consecutively, like week after week and stuff like that. But now, chat, since they're introducing upbeats and they're dropping all these service structures, I've been buying Sparklet pretty much every week. That way, once it comes down to it and they release these uppies, like these uppies are going to have somewhere to go and somewhere to want to go. And that's another thing. So it's like each player, they're going to have their own like influence score and like resident score. So basically, like if you build out like a city, so like this city that I got right here in Miami Beach, I'm building a lot of different service structures to where it can create different types of jobs for these different uppies and whatnot. Like I got, let's see what I got real quick, chat. Real quick. So right here, this is like a firehouse. They got a whole bunch of stands. Let me just go and show you all the service structures again. Let me just show y'all real quick. So university, chat. They got a whole university, right? A whole university, like a college university that you can build. And I don't think I'm building one anywhere yet, chat, because you need like a large property to build that structure. So certain structures are like, they're like smaller, so you can like build it on smaller properties. But then, chat, the bigger structures, you need like actually a massive property in order to build that. So example, like a university, you need massive property. A high school, you need massive property. I'm actually building a high school out in Nashville, as well as these sports courts. These sports courts is large as well. So they got this theater right here, chat. This was dropped, I think it was dropped a while ago before they started releasing all these service structures. It was like in a bundle package or something like that. But anyway, Natural History Museum, this was dropped not too long ago. I got a supermarket, superstore. And each of these properties, they got like different type of use cases. So like as you can see, the Natural History Museum is entertainment purposes. So they got like entertainment, chat. They got entertainment, essential, public service, and then they also have like residents. You get what I'm saying? So with all those combined, it's going to attract different types of uppies and whatnot. Like if you have strictly entertainment, so like for example, Miami Beach, I could have a lot of entertainment and stuff, and that could be like the vibe for that little neighborhood. Like kind of how Miami is. It's like a lot of entertainment and stuff. But also throwing in some essentials in there, because like if you think about it, Chad, the uppies they're going to need food and stuff. I mean, not necessarily. I don't know. They might add stuff in there like that. But I'm basically like building a whole city out, chat, based off of real life stuff. That's how I'm doing it out there in Miami. But they got supermarket, superstore, performing arts center. They got fire station headquarters, science museum, a hospital. I'm building a hospital at Miami Beach as well. They got a junior college, chat, a JUCO. Hardware stores, elementary school. Like I said, I can't build that because I missed the window, or I wasn't a high enough level when they first dropped it. They did that the first week, chat, to where like, oh, you had to be a certain level to build this. But then after that, chat, they're like, all right, we're going to just release these service structures. Everybody can build them. That way it's fair for everyone. So what else they got? They got community center, farmers market, recycling center. They got a live theater. A lot of these things, chat, I do have in construction, but there are a few that I don't. A police headquarters, like I said, that one I couldn't get. Oh, wait, what was the other one? Oh, the fire station headquarters. Yeah, I haven't built that one yet. That one takes a large spot as well. Supermarket, a regular clinic, a comedy club, mini golf. I got one of those building out in Miami. A nightclub, I got one of those building. I got a couple hotels in the works right now. Animal shelter, I got that in the works. Bowling, a movie theater, a courthouse, I got that in the works. Apex Tower is a UGC Dallas one. I don't have this one, chat. This is like a specific one. This came out probably whenever they dropped Dallas, chat. When they dropped Dallas, chat, I wasn't as active as I was. Like these last, I would say like 3.5 months, chat. I've been really active on Upland, keeping up to date with everything and all that goodness. So same thing right here. Historical apartment building. This is another UGC Buenos Aires winner. So UGC, chat, they have user generated content for those who don't know. Basically, there's a lot of things you could do, chat, like create certain structures. Like when they have these little things going on, like you'll be like, all right, server structure or UGC content creator. So like for example, let's say they already have this, like a basketball hoop. That would be considered like a map asset and everything, but they have like what they call like what do they call them? Chat, what are they called? Not construction center. Hold on, let me scroll down to find it, chat. Not a warehouse. What is it called, chat? Why am I having a brain fart? Maybe it is a warehouse. Hold on, chat. Go to the other page. Where's what I'm looking for? Bruh, I can't find what I'm looking for, but I could just go right here and just look what I'm looking for. So like I was saying though, so like say you wanted to build something, right? Like I was saying, a basketball hoop and everything. This would have to go in construction, chat. So they got factory. I don't know how I couldn't think of factory. So like say you get approved for whatever you're trying to build, you would actually have to build it in a factory, chat. And I don't know what they might use Sparklet for them to actually build the stuff out. But chat, you could build out whatever you created, right? And then later on sell it and put it in different people's shops and get royalties off it. You could put it in your own shop, sell it, get the either in-game, you could sell it for in-game currency or you could sell it for USD. Most of the time, chat, they're sold for like in-game currency, but if it is sold for the USD, it'll maybe be like $1 or $2, something like that. Because like with different size factories, you can create larger or more amount of things. So like large factory down here, you could probably hold a whole bunch of units that you're creating and whatnot. And then, chat, you have to like put them in a showroom, because after they get built, chat, they just sitting at the factory. You get what I'm saying? They got to go somewhere to be able to sell somewhere. So you can put it in a showroom, show it off and whatnot, and create that showroom as a meta venture. Basically, is like a shop and whatnot. And then like people could buy from you there. Chat, I'm watching Fast 6 right now. They just had the ending. I need to rewind. I mean, it's on live TV, but I don't think I can rewind it. But anyway, so let's go back to the service structure real quick. Cause like, dang, I didn't even realize there's that many. 176 right now. But some of these chat were they're like limited edition, to where it was like, oh, they dropped a release in a certain country or area, to where only you could have gotten that specific time. And that's how a lot of these are, chat. When they release these service structures, they'll only have them in the store for about 3 days. So like this week, they dropped the Science Museum, they dropped a newspaper stand, and then the recycling center. So like once they're in there for them 3 days, they're gone forever, chat. And then that's when they're creating the construction hub. Basically, that's what they're coming into now. So like I was saying, you could pay other people with in-game currency to build your stuff out. Now, chat, they're gonna add something into the game pretty shortly, to where chat, hold on, I got distracted on the game. But anyway, so the construction hub. So it's like say I can't. Well, actually, I can't build an elementary school, because like I was saying, when the time happened, chat, I couldn't technically I couldn't buy it because I wasn't high enough level yet. So what they do is, chat, with this construction hub, I can go pay somebody a contract. They're just showing examples like 2,500 upix, which is like $2.50 worth, to start the contract and start the build on one of my properties. You get what I'm saying? So that creates a use case for people who actually buy every single service structure every week. You get what I'm saying? Now like they can use that as a little business model, just starting people's contracts and starting people's build for like maybe new players or people who just haven't been on the game as much, missed a couple drops and stuff like that. But let's go through all these the rest of these service structures. So they got recycling center, live theater. I think I went over these ones. So courthouse, those two, the Dallas one. So that's an Apex Tower, historical city apartment. Lily Corp Tower, I think that's out in Japan, chat. I missed that one. Those were another limited edition one back before I was really active. Mavs Perch, I don't even know where this one's from, chat. This wasn't in the new releases service charge. Like these other ones are kind of like, as you can see, it says living, so these are like residential. Excuse me, those are like residential units and whatnot. So they got library, chat. They got a fine dining restaurant. They got an auto car wash. Cypher Cyborgs Tower. That looks like another. Basically looks like an apartment building, but it just looks super special. Oh shit, chat. I'm watching the end of the movie. The end of the movie right now. Toretto just had some motion. Anyway, so the Grand Arlington Suites. So this is another UGC winner. Purge Pirates Towers. I wasn't active when they dropped these ones. These Purge Pirate Towers. I wasn't active when they dropped this. These are just more like design ones. They're obviously apartment buildings because you can see the living units is 8. Yeah, that's another. So these ones, chat. These are like kind of like the decorative apartment buildings and whatnot. See, as you can see, available to build. You can see it says some of them say yes, some of them say no. But anyway, let's go down to some of the more of the ones that I could actually build. Like, so this Knights Tower, I can't build that. I wasn't active when they dropped that. Policio de Luz, Sao Paulo winner. So yeah, so a lot of these chat. There's some of the ones like when they have these UGC little events and whatnot. Back whenever they drop, if I wasn't there to purchase it, like I'm SOL basically. So they got the neighborhood police station. I got that one in the works. The electronics store. I don't know why the picture's not there. Physical therapy. Tokyo Masters Build. So I wasn't active when they dropped Tokyo as well. Like I said, about 3 months ago is when I got really back active again. Like I started this a long time ago, chat. But then I kind of just like fell off. Wasn't really paying attention to it that much. But then once like a few months ago, they started getting back into it. Stopping dropping all this good information. I'm like, yo, this is gonna get live, yo. This is gonna get live, especially when they started dropping these service structures and everything. So anything that you see is like essential and like public service and stuff like that, those are the ones that's like I'm really looking for. But they got dentistry, Queens Diamond, so I can't build that. The daycare center, a laundromat. Let's see if some of the other ones that recently released, chat. Fire station, a gym, veterinary clinic. So like Assassin's Courtyard, that's for Chicago and whatnot. That's kind of dope. I can actually build that one. A post office, French cafe, casual dining restaurant. They have the fine dining restaurant. This is the casual one. They got the coffee stand, a jewelry store, barbershop, Hong Kong house, Buenos Aires townhouse. I wasn't active when they dropped those, but those aren't service structures, chat. Those are just kind of like designed full, like they're pretty much already just like one of the living structures they have, but just a decorated version. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like no serious like I really missed out on it like that. But they got the Rome Townhouse. I like I said, I really got back active a couple months ago. So like the Rome Townhouse was something I was into, or I got. They got Echo of Berlin. They do have Berlin in here, child. I don't have Berlin. The Miami Townhouse. So like I said, these townhouses ones, these are just like decorated living ones. But where are the service structures at, man? Come on. Let's get into the goods with the rest. Okay, so they got regular coffee shop. The Tapas Bar, that's the specialized for Madrid and whatnot. It's like a little bar, a little fun place to go. So, all right, we can go from the bottom up. Bus stops, chat. So they got a bus station and they drop buses, chat. So they got transportation and stuff. So like I was saying earlier, chat, one, you can use your transportation. Like they got supercars in here, all that regular cars, competition cars, all that stuff in here. Because they got racing as well. We're going to get into some racing in a bit. I'm just doing like a quick overview, and then I'm gonna get into like the racing stuff, cause like they got a racing league and everything, chat. So like I'm gonna go ahead and try and qualify for this week. I haven't been able to qualify the last 3 weeks, chat, just cause I'm not that an elite of a racer yet. Like I really just started racing a couple weeks ago, so like you got these sweats on here going crazy in the races and everything. Just like it's like, yeah, it's hard to compete to get actually qualify. But anyway, so the newspaper stand, information kiosk. Bermuda, this is a special living one. Tokyo, that's a special living. Paris Ranch House, special living. So let's find more of the service structures. They got so Ranch House that came out early. Where are the other service structures? So as you can see though, they got a whole bunch of different type of living structures though. A lot of different living structures, specialized for the certain area and all that goodness. But let's see where else we got for more service ones. Like the recent ones they dropped is what I'm looking for, chat. Because all these other ones right here, I don't have access to build, chat. A lot of them I don't even have properties in that area. Like Tokyo, I don't got nothing in Tokyo. Bermuda, I don't got nothing in Bermuda. London, I don't got nothing in London. I do got stuff in Nashville, but I don't know if I'm eligible to build that one. But anyway, let's go ahead and scroll up to find some where are the other services? Okay, so here we go. Some more of these kiosks. So they got a hot dog stand, fried chicken stand. They got a donut stand, chat, a sausage stand, a pizza stand, cinnamon bun stand. They typically drop a stand every week, chat. Like those are like some of the smaller structures, so you could basically build a whole bunch of them on a property if you want. Kind of like a little food trucks area type shit. A taco stand, a sushi stand, hamburger stand, gelato stand, a crepe stand. They just added a butcher shop about a week ago, a massage parlor. So all these essential ones like this, chat, where it's like butcher shop, massage parlor, those are all places, chat, to where it's like you can actually build, or no, you can actually employ these uppies at these structures. And they could have like a real life job and shit, and that's gonna increase your service structure score and everything, which affects your influence score, which affects, all right, if more uppies want to come to your little area, live over there in your apartments. Because, chat, just because you have residents and, like, homes to be built, it doesn't mean they're necessarily all going to be filled up with residents. You get what I'm saying? So, like, these uppies, they're going to want to go somewhere. You get what I'm saying? If they have better entertainment and service structures, all this stuff in this area, they might go over here versus just a place that just only has living units and stuff like that. But it all depends on the uppies. You get what I'm saying? So, like, some uppies might just be, like, cool, laid back. They just want, like, a grocery store, nothing too wild and hip and stuff like that. But, chat, I'm building out in Miami Beach. So, I got a lot of entertainment stuff going on over there and all that goodness. So, they got, look, bakery, a bodega, ice cream parlor, arcade, and a pub, like a little bar and everything. So, that's a quick overview on the service structures and whatnot. So, now I'm going to go ahead and show y'all. So, back to, like I was saying, with the whole, like, the passive income. This is the part I really like, chat. So as you can see in this right corner right here, it says I got 6,150 passive income for me to collect. So, chat, with this passive income, this can come from two different ways, right? So this can come from generally just from all your properties and everything. So as you can see right now, chat, I'm getting 111,000 UPIX per month. So that's, if I didn't have, like, if say I just started off, I want to get 100,000 UPIX, I would have to buy it for $100. But as you can see, with all my properties, my 193 properties, it's bringing me back 100,000 a month, chat. And it goes right now, since I'm a director. Yeah, I'm a director right now. The cap for them holding my funds is only like 12,000. So I have to be frequent on the app to actually collect my funds and everything. So if it gets to like 12,000, it'll stay capped until I collect it, so where you can't just, all right, I'm back in a month and collect my 100,000. You actually got to be on the game. So, like, that's another thing they like to do. They want to ensure that you're on the game and everything to increase those earnings and whatnot. So let me show you one more thing. So hold up, where does it say it at? Where does it say it at? It might say, I'm gonna go back to properties. Where does it say my multiplier at? So essentially, all right, it's not showing my multiplier right now, but essentially, chat, or maybe it's under here. I might click right here. Okay, here it is. Yep. So your UPIX earning multiplier is currently set at 3 for this harvest season, resulting in an earning percentage of 14.7%, chat. So what they do, chat, to ensure, like, all right, so for the people, they want to reward the people who are on the game the most. You get what I'm saying? So say so they have 10 challenges throughout each season, and it goes based off excuse me, they do 2 challenges a week, and you have a week to complete the challenges. But chat, so if you complete at least 5 challenges, 5 out of those 10, you get the 3x multiplier for your passive income. So right now, chat, if say I didn't do this multiplier, like I didn't do last season's challenges, I think I did at least 6. I didn't do all 10 of them just because I was busy. I got caught up in some stuff. I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever. I'll take the 3x. Because chat, if you do all 10 of them, you get a 3.1x. So it's not that much of a difference from doing just 5 and doing all 10. But chat, if you do all 10, you get a badge, a completionist badge. I don't have one yet, but they do have a whole bunch of different badges and stuff, chat. So they got like the different season badges. Basically, if you burn one of your passes, chat, or one of your season passes, they give you a little badge for the season. And they also give you like cosmetics and stuff. So like right here it says Harvest Season Pass. They drop a new pass every season. So it's like with those cosmetics and everything, they'll drop like different stuff. Let me just quickly show y'all. So like my little background and everything. So like right now I got the sizzle one on. It's when they drop room and everything. So like right now it's harvest season, chat. So I can put the little leaves thing on. As you can see, it's got my little background. It's just like simple cosmetics. You can't sell these, chat. It's just simply for cosmetics and whatnot. But I like this little Roman shit. And then they also got this one, chat, so your property card background. So if anybody clicks on your property, they're going to see this as your little background and everything when you click on it. So like mine right here, I still got the little Roman stuff with the little flag moving. I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, so like back with the earnings and whatnot. So if you do those challenges, you get the multiplier on your passive income. So say I didn't do any challenges last season, my multiplier will be set at like something basic. So it will probably be like, I would only really be getting like $30 back a month. You see what I'm saying? So they really want to reward the people who are actually actively on the game, completing the challenges and stuff like that. And like this week's challenges, it was based off in Madrid. Like you just had to put some like map assets. You had to apply some like 10 map assets to one property. And map assets, chat, is essentially just like NFTs that either Upland created or users created and started selling in the stores and stuff. So I can go and show you some of them. I'm on mine right now. So right here, this romantic gazebo, chat. Somebody built this. Somebody created this and like sold it as an NFT. There's only 300 of them, chat. Like I went and they got a little search bar. You can like search up different type of stuff, and like some people might have created, some people might not. But I got this, chat, right here on one of my properties out in Miami, like in between the apartments and whatnot. But anyway, this is just like one map asset, an example. So like there's only 300 of them. This is mint number 40 and everything. Everything's on the blockchain, chat. But you can move these different map assets to different properties and whatnot, decorate them up and everything. And chat, they actually just released, I think it was just yesterday, to where now, chat, so you can decorate a property all up, make it nice, have a nice little apartment on there, build everything out. You could put your map assets on. So they got like fences and everything. They got a whole bunch of stuff. They can make some nice looking properties. Put some cars on it and everything, chat. So like cars, like I was saying, they got some nice cars in here, chat. Say I got like a little bus, I got a little SUV, little sedan, and I got my little sports car right here, chat. This is what we're gonna be using when we race here in like 5-10 minutes. But this is my fastest car. It's not the fastest car in the game, chat, but it's up there. But it's not, like I said, it's not the fastest. Like it could be a lot faster. Like this is a Series E, so like the top of the top is like the fastest is like a Series R, and then like they have like certain ones it'll be like a Series. It'll be like a Series R, but like Miami edition or London edition. It's like super limited edition cars, but them bitches fast as hell. But mine, so they show the horsepower, all this goodness and ratings over and whatnot. But anyway, like I was saying, you could drive your cars to different cities and whatnot. You can actually travel, and like they don't use gas, so like these cars are electric. So in order to charge it up, you use sparklet again. That's where sparklet comes in handy.